Hello, folks. This is the rant kid here, and this is gonna be my first ever album review. Yup, this is the first time I reviewed an album. Now I did review an album once, but I took it down because it was crappy. Yeah, this was when I didn't show my face or had the mask yet up. That one till my thoughts about that song Boom thing, but whatever. This is going to be a review on the new Death Grips album, Niggas on the Moon, which is disc one of their double album called The Powers That Be. And yes, I am a huge Death Grips fan. I've listened to Death Grips since ex-military, but I listened to their albums. I listened to the Death Grips EP, ex-military, The Money Store, No Love Deep Web, Government Plates, and now The Powers That Be. Disc one, Niggas on the Moon. And the second one is going to be called Jenny Death. Can't wait for that one. And they're touring with my two favorite bands, Nine Inch Nails and Soundgarden. How you like that? Three of my favorite things coming together. That's what I love. And I hope that they mean it about this tour, because remember last year, they screwed us over. Especially, they really hit an all-time low when they had, had someone just play a disc of one of their albums playing, and they didn't even show up. Zach's drum set got all screwed up. But besides that, let's get into this review as fast as possible. So, yeah. Now, in this album, it's only 8 tracks. I know it's probably the shortest Death Grips release ever. And this time it has more vocals than Government Plates did. Because Government Plates lacked the vocals, but it did have a lot of sound. It was more synths. I really didn't hear that much of Zach's drumming as usual. And this time they have the Iceland singer Björk. How do you like that? They got Björk on this album. Now the album sounds weirder, and they sound very abstract like they do on other releases. I mean, no, it's not. It doesn't have the rawness of No Love Deep Web, and it doesn't have the ambition of The Money Store. But it's like a stripped down, more weirder and synthesized, lackluster version of Government Place. I'm sorry I had to say it, but still, it's kind of weird if you think about it. I've given this thing 2 listens. I might give it like 5 more because it just sounds weird. And my favorite tracks on this album is, let me see. I like Up My Sleeves, Billy Not Really, Viola, and Big Dipper, which are my 4 favorite songs in there. But Fuck Me Out and Have a Sad Come. Those are the weakest tracks on the album to me. And Black Quarterback is pretty good. And it's not the best Death Grips album ever. It's not the greatest. It's the most decent one, if you can call a Death Grips LP decent. I mean, you do have 2 white guys and a yelling black man with no shirt, so yeah. And maybe it'll all make sense if I might change my opinions when they finish up the album, Jenny Death. Maybe if I hear Niggas on the Moon and Jenny Death, maybe combine them together, maybe I can change my opinions on them, yada yada. But the album it's okay, but it's too much of it's like they consumed more weirdness and more of the sound and more of the distortion, like how they did on their other album. And all they do is sample Bjork singing and chop and screw them. It just sounds like chop and screw noise with someone yelling over it. I mean, it's kind of, to be honest, Niggas on the Moon is kind of weak. I mean, kind of. Now, I know that I might get some hate saying, hey, why don't you like it? Ew, it's different. They gotta change their style. I understand that they're experimental because that's what Zach Hill wants them to be. They want them to be like this experimental band that's like different from hip hop artists. And those other hip artists are just a bunch of idiots who rap about the same shit. But Death Grips is just, sorry, my gun fell. Oh, alright, now back. But Death Grips, Death Grips does have a lot of ambition and noise. They're almost like a punk band, like the early Black Flag. If you put like shot and screwed synths in them. But whatever. But Niggas on the Moon sounds different. It sounds weird. And it has more of the weirdness. Now, their previous release, Government Plates was just, it was exotic. I mean, it was just like, if you hear it on your headphones, you could just drift away and it'll just make you think of a different perspective on the album. And, and it's beyond me. And there hasn't been a music video for none of the songs. Like, remember how Government Place just popped up out of nowhere without any warning? Well, that's how this LP was released. They didn't announce it or they didn't sponsor it. It was just on their Facebook page on June 8th, 2014. And the album sounds pretty good. It sounds like a different thing because to me, I think that they could have like combined some elements from the Money Store and use it in this release and not have so much chopped and screwed lyrics by Bjork, which I found pretty tasteless. Like, why Bjork? I mean, they could have got like the Prodigy or something. If they would have got the Prodigy or anything, it would have been good. And maybe if they're on their tour with Jenny Depp, I kind of expect them doing a whole Nine Inch Nails and Soundgarden thing. And you might disagree. I mean, I would love them to do that, but overall, Niggas on the Moon, it's a decent LP and it's weak and it's kind of weak at best. But if you give it like more listens, maybe it can try to be strong. It's just, the album is a lightweight. Niggas on the Moon, aka The Powers That Be, Disc 1, is a lightweight. It has some good songs and some lackluster ones, and sometimes it's just poverty. Well, this is the Rank Kid. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed my first album review. Let's see. And it looks like my laptop's down. I'm going to charge it. I'm going to shoot it over there. Y'all, this is the Rank Kid. You already know. Like, subscribe, comment at me on Facebook. Yeah.